And we are live from DebiLynn Fendley Studios. Those of you who are on my email subscription list have been awaiting this video, and I told you that you would get a little bit of a view of where I work and all the crazy birds that live here with me. There's Big Simon's cage. You're not seeing Simon right now because he's sitting on my shoulder. I couldn't get him quiet unless he got a little bit of attention. But I'm going to be showing those of you on my email subscription list the brand new prints that are available to you, and all of my subscribers have coupons for these. Before getting started, however, I wanted to talk to you just a little bit. You know, people always ask me, well, where do you get your inspiration? Well, I think inspiration and what informs my work are two totally different things. Usually when I'm talking about my work, I don't talk so much about inspiration as I do what informs my work. And I mean from that, where do I fit contextually within the realm of art history and modern or contemporary art production, and also the sources that I use to help me understand the subjects and the subject matters with which I tackle. However, tonight I'm showing you a little bit of my inspiration. If you see this book lying right here, it's called God's Images. It was written by James Dickey. James Dickey is the author of Deliverance. If you've ever seen the movie Deliverance, or the book is unimaginably better. It's beautiful, beautiful prose work. This book right here, you can see the mark across the top from the library where it came from. I checked this very book out when I was a freshman in college, and then later found it for sale in the library rummage sale, and I bought it. This was the very first book of prints that I ever was able to find, and these are all etchings and beautiful, beautiful aqua tints. You're seeing a little bit of Simon's tail there. I think he wants to get a little bit in the action. But this was the first book of prints that I had ever seen, and it was this book of prints and all of the beautiful fine detail in it that inspired me to become a printmaker. This is the reason that I do prints today, is because I love the beautiful, clean, crisp, very, very sharp details that the printmaker is able to get. Now, of course, some printmakers don't do that type of printmaking or very, very detailed work, but others of us do. So I thought I'd show you that just to get started tonight. And as you can see, I have work on my table because I'm always working. The three prints that I'm about to show you, and each one of you on my email subscription list knows the prices of these. I gave them to you in your email. This particular series of prints is called the Beautiful Faces series, and it is just beginning. I will be putting out a few more of these. The first print in the series, again, partially inspired by the book God's Images. This is called Christ of the Vines and Flowers. And there are 8 of these that have been printed. Hold it up so you can get just a little bit better view. That was the first one, and all of these are 8 by 10 prints. The next one is entitled Fur, and as you can see, I have not signed these prints yet. They are so new, they have not been signed. But if you decide that you want one of these, of course, they will be signed before you get them. And the third in this particular series, and I really think this is going to be a popular piece, is called Swamp Rat. As a matter of fact, I only have 7 of these right now that can leave my studio, because the 8th one has already been promised for a brand new show of my printmaking work. It's going to be included in that in just a couple of weeks. So If you're in Arkansas, in the Hot Springs area, if you would come out to the Historic Landmark Building in Hot Springs, Arkansas on the very next first Friday night, that's Gallery Walk, December 7th, you'll be able to see about 8 of my prints in a printmaking show that they are hosting in Hot Springs. Now, some of you have been waiting for these prints. I said that for the dog lovers among you, and I know that I have many on my email list, I was going to be offering 3 dog prints. This is called Coon Hound. Now, you'll notice a little bit difference in the design between that print and the Beautiful Faces prints. That's because they are totally different types of prints. These are etchings and aqua tints, and the animal prints are all linoleum cut prints. So they're a little bit more graphic in nature, not quite as highly detailed, even though it might look like they're highly detailed. If we get down, you can see the ink marks on there, but not as much of a difference in light and dark, say, as these have. There's a lot of gray that's available to us in the etchings. And again, these are on a much thinner paper. They're on a very, very nice rice paper, some of them on Kozo paper. For you poodle enthusiasts, and of course you all know that I am a poodle enthusiast, have been in poodles for many years, this is called His Majesty. And last but not least on the list, for those of you who are Shih Tzu lovers, as I am, this is called Beloved, Beloved. And this was one of my little Shih Tzus that I used to own. And again, you can see the little bits and flecks of paper in this rice paper. These are handmade papers that were purchased to print this on. Now, I have one more print to show you for the night before I kind of sign off here. This is the print that I told you has won multiple awards this year, was released, and I've been overwhelmed at the amount of attention this particular print has gotten. It's been published in several different publications this year, has been shown numerous times across the United States in different shows. This particular print is called The Sacrifice. And I'll hold this up for you. This is just a little bit larger print. It is a 10 by 12 print rather than an 8 by 10. Nice detail work, and it probably, you can say, well, you had that book that I showed you just a minute ago, God's Images. This probably is what that particular book resulted in from way back in 1982 when I was first an art student. So that one is being made available to everyone on my email subscription list for a very special price. Those of you who do get my emails know what that is going for. And if you don't, if you're not on my email subscription list and you are interested in that or in purchasing any of these at a very, very good price for the holiday season, now these are going to be offered from now through the 1st of January at that holiday price. If anyone is interested, then go ahead and sign up for my email list. I'll repost at some particular point in time. I'll repost where you can sign up for it. Or if you're one of my Facebook friends and you're interested, private message me with your email address and I will get you on there. Anyway, I thank you for joining me for just a little bit of a look at my work and a little bit of a glance at my studio. Let's see if Remy is over there. Remy is my green sheet conure who is speaking to you just a little bit there. Yes, and I know, I can't leave these girls out. There's Prada and Mila, my two little lovebirds. And with that lovely little picture of those little birds, I'm going to say happy holidays to you. And if you are interested in those prints, please be sure and drop me a line, private message me, or send me an email.